Howdy folks, I'm Steven. I've been an oil and gas attorney for over a decade, and I've been buying, selling, trading mineral rights for the better part of my career. And today I'm sharing my insights on oil and gas mineral rights. So before I dive into my opinions on the subject, you need to know what mineral rights are. And there are a ton of great videos on my channel about this, but here's a recap. Mineral rights represent legal rights in a piece of property to oil, gas, and other minerals that are buried deep beneath the surface. And the owner of the mineral rights is entitled to extract those minerals or to lease the property to someone else to do it for them. When minerals get extracted, mineral rights owners get paid, often as a royalty calculated as a percentage of gross revenue. And mineral rights are big business in oil and gas producing areas across the country like West Texas, North Louisiana, and North Dakota. Mineral rights are often severed or separated from surface ownership. And this means that in a lot of cases, the person who owns the surface does not own the minerals. So let me give you an example. Let's say that Farmer John bought a 100-acre tract in Weld County, Colorado back in 1920. He was a dairy farmer and he had no idea that his mineral rights would hold any value. Well, oil and gas is discovered in his area in the 1930s, and he signs an oil and gas lease with an oil company for a 1/8 royalty. He sells that 100-acre tract in 1950, but he retains 50% of his minerals on the deed. 100 years have passed, and his 50% interest has now been passed down from generation to generation and is now owned by his great-grandchildren. And in this case, the current owner of the surface is going to share in ownership of those minerals with Farmer John's great-grandchildren. And this is just one example of how minerals can be reserved and then passed from generation to generation. So now that you understand some basics, here's my first take on mineral rights. Mineral rights are awesome assets to own. First, if you already own them, they don't cost you anything to keep on your personal balance sheet. They might sit dormant for 40 or more years, and then all of a sudden you sign a lease, a well gets drilled, and royalty checks start coming in the mail. Two, producing minerals generate passive income in the form of monthly royalty payments. And they call it mailbox money because that oil company is gonna send you a check every single month that well produces. Third, mineral rights are technically classified as real property because they are rights to a piece of land. And typically, real assets are gonna perform well during inflationary periods like we're going through today. Okay, so here's my second take on mineral rights. Understanding mineral rights is complex, but it's not as complex as some folks would lead you to believe. Running mineral title to determine ownership, calculating how much acreage you own, understanding lease provisions, negotiating with landmen and mineral buyers, all of this can seem daunting if you have no exposure to the industry. But anybody can learn mineral rights. It's not rocket science, and we are not splitting the atom. And we have a bunch of videos on this channel to help you get schooled up on minerals. Whether you want to get into the industry or whether you're a mineral rights owner who wants to understand more about the asset class, we have something for you. So here's my third and most controversial take on minerals. The never sell mindset is wrong. I'm a professional mineral buyer, and I put out a lot of content for mineral owners thinking about cashing in their chips. Without fail, I always get someone who comments on my posts saying, never sell your minerals. So why do I think this mindset is wrong? It's simple. Your minerals are an asset on your personal balance sheet, and you should treat them just like other assets that you own. For example, your house. People buy and sell houses all the time. Families grow, needs change, the list goes on and on. But why don't we hear people saying never sell your house? Because people understand the housing market and how homes are valued. So they're more comfortable buying and selling that asset class. The never sell mindset is a fear-based mindset. People don't understand minerals, so rather than make a bad decision, they make no decision at all. And I'm not saying that selling is for everyone, but there's a time and a place to harvest every investment, and mineral rights are no exception. In fact, I'm getting ready to take several properties to market in August. The key is having enough knowledge so that you can make an informed decision about whether holding or selling is best for you and your family. And if you put your head in the sand, you may miss an opportunity. And if you've been wondering if selling is the best option for you and your situation, click the link below to get in touch.